What is up? Gold Glove here, and welcome back to another episode of my life lessons. Today we're going to be talking about depression, and obviously, since it's depression, it's not going to be the most joyful and happy commentary ever. But hopefully, by the end of it, you guys will kind of feel a little bit better about maybe your current situation, or maybe when it comes in the to the future, you're going to be more prepared. And watch this. Direct impacted that biznatch. But I wanted to talk a little bit about depression, my experiences with it, how I overcame my depression, and you guys get to watch some hilarious gameplay as well. This is my tomahawk class where I use scavenger with tomahawks and just have a good time. But so first off, when I was well, okay, first off, I want to kind of talk about, maybe people don't know they're depressed, or kind of what my opinion of depression is, or kind of my experiences with depression. So, when I was a sophomore in high school, about the same time, like I said, my last life lesson, I had a huge gaming addiction at the time, and I was constantly playing video games, and I think a big part of that was because I was depressed. My family was having issues. We were really, financially, we were just in a really rough spot. School wasn't going well for me. All I wanted to do was play video games. I hurt my arm. I wasn't able to play sports anymore. And I was just constantly sad. I was just constantly not in a good mood. I was just constantly down about life. And, there was times where, I would actually talk to myself, and I would actually say to myself, is life worth living right now? Like, is there something better for me? Can I do something to fix this? And someone said it best when they said, suicide is a permanent solution to a short-term problem, and which is the truth. I get messages. I'm not going to say any names because that's horrible, but I get messages from my viewers or my fans telling me that they're possibly thinking about committing suicide, or that they just have nothing to live for, and it frightens me. Honestly, it's scary, and I don't think suicide should be taken lightly. I don't think depression should be taken lightly, because it's so widespread. So many people are dealing with those issues. There's so many people dealing with depression, and even myself, I might come off in my videos like I'm just the most carefree kid in the world, like I have no problems ever. I can assure you, I've had my fair share of problems. My life has been in the dumps. It's been up. It's a roller coaster, guys. Life is a roller coaster. If you are one of those few people that has just an upbeat life 24/7, you've never had a downtime, you're just that type of person, or you just live that type of life, then I envy you. I honestly do. You're a lucky person. But most of us don't have that luxury. We have to go through ups and downs of life. We have to go through things that are going to be difficult. We have to go through things that make us upset. And look at this, just tomahawking kids all day. And that's just the way life is. That's just how it is, and we don't really have any other choice. But what you need to think about is that in a time of depression, more than likely it is such a small fraction of your life, and everything gets better. Everything really does, especially when you're our age, when you're very young, especially when you're in high school. Don't think that your life is never going to get better. I've been in the dumps to the point where I didn't want to do anything. All I wanted to play was video games, and I didn't really talk about the depression aspect of it. I just kind of talked about me being addicted to video games. And me being addicted to video games was kind of what I did to cope with my depression. And it was because it just kind of took me out of the real world. I didn't have to think about anything. All I thought about was just video games, And so that was kind of my escape. And I don't know if that was necessarily a good thing. Well, no, I know it's not a good thing. But what I needed to realize back then was that depression is only temporary, and that life will improve. I mean, if you're in a bad streak, if things just aren't going your way, you feel like, damn, every time I turn around, something else is happening, and life sucks right now. Life sucks. There's no reason there's no reason to continue. There's always a reason. Just because there's stuff going on right now while you're in high school doesn't mean that in 2 years that same stuff is going to keep going on. Like, things change, people change, situations change, and you've always got to take it like it's going to improve, because 99.9% of the time it's going to. So when my parents had divorced. My family's having a lot of issues. My mom was a single parent. I was too young to work at the time, and we had financial issues. Right? There was just constant. Just being around my family wasn't good. It was just constant fighting. Everyone was kind of in each other's face. My home life just wasn't very good. I mean, it was really rough. I just wasn't happy about anything, and I mean anything. You know, everything was just in the dumps, and I just stayed with it, and I just said, you know what, things are gonna get better. You know, and this is after I had been depressed for probably over a year, 2 years, and I just said things are gonna get better, and things did. I started growing up a little bit. I kind of, you know, things came, the opportunities came. I started doing these videos. You know, I had been doing these videos this whole time, right? And this is a big thing that kind of made me more excited for, you know, I know it seems kind of silly now, because, you know, the YouTube thing and the commentating thing isn't like the biggest thing in my life, but it's a big part of my life, you know, and it makes me, it's something I'm excited for. It's something, you know, a lot of fun, or it's a lot of fun for me, and I enjoy it a lot. And so that really helps. When you find something that you really enjoy and you find something that you're really passionate about, it makes, you know, it's horrible to say, but it makes your life more, you know, more worthwhile to live. And I don't think that you should be, I don't think you should go about life that way. Just like find one thing and, okay, well, that's the only reason I want to live. No, don't do that. There's so many reasons to live in life, and now, you know, 2 or 3 years later, everything has worked out so much better. I'm so much happier with my life. You know, it's had its ups and downs in the last year or two, but overall it has been so much better, and it's just because I stuck it out. I realized that life is gonna have its downs and life is gonna have its ups, but you've got to stick with it, guys. You've got to, you know, you don't have to worry about it, and there's always people you can talk to. I realized that talking to people when that was just disgusting tomahawk. I realized that talking to people does help. When I was younger, I actually went to a shrink. I'll admit it. And it helped. It taught me to talk about my feelings and talk about what the hell's going on in my life. And I think it was for the better. Like, I know that's, you know, a lot of people don't want to admit that they went to a shrink. I was in like 7th grade at the time. My parents had divorced, and we were just having a really hard time. I would shut down. I was one of those kids who would shut down and not talk to anybody when I was upset. And I learned to change that. I learned to talk about my feelings and stuff. But it was just, I don't know. It was one of those times where everything just, there was nothing good. There was nothing at all, and I you know, I was strong about it. I just tried to stay as positive as I could, and now things are good, guys. Things will improve. I promise you. You got to make things improve for yourself, though. Don't expect things to just improve on its own. You got to do it for yourself. You got to better yourself, and life will change, guys. Don't even worry about it, and I promise you that. If you're strong, if you're just like, all right, things will improve, things will get better. It will get better. So I don't know. I was way off topic some of the times. I was kind of beating around the bush, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully you guys kind of got something from this video. I'm gonna go see True Grit. You guys can't ruin it for me, because I'm gonna be back by the time I upload this video, or this video is gonna be uploaded after I get back. So you're not gonna ruin the movie for me. You're not gonna spoil it. Alright, guys. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the life lesson. I am headed out. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy.